Okay, let's dive into this. Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're tackling a topic that affects so many of us, yet it's honestly so frequently misunderstood. We're looking at the actual mechanics of depression and the fascinating and, frankly, kind of counterintuitive foundations for overcoming it. Look, if you've ever felt like your intense efforts to pull yourself out of a slump are somehow just, digging you deeper into the ground, you are absolutely not alone. Our source material today reveals the hidden traps in how we handle low moods, and more importantly, it gives us a concrete, physical roadmap right out of it. So why do the things that feel good keep us stuck? I want you to take a second and really think about that. When we feel down, our absolute most natural human instinct is to reach for immediate comfort. We want relief right now. We want to do things that make us feel better and happy in that exact moment. But what if that exact instinct is the trap? What if the comfort we're seeking is literally the very glue holding the depression in place? It's a profound paradox, and we really need to unpack it to understand how to finally get unstuck.
Section 1. The Paradox of Comfort and Why Seeking Happiness Can Backfire. Doing things to make yourself feel better and happy can actually improve your depressive tendencies. Now, wait a minute, let's pump the brakes. We need to be really clear here. In this context, the word improve doesn't mean cure. Actually, scratch that. It means the complete opposite. It means to enhance, to feed, or to strengthen. This is an absolutely crucial counterintuitive trap from our research. When you're depressed, you might naturally engage in behaviors solely designed to bring you immediate happiness or comfort. But by doing so, you are actively strengthening the depressive cycle. You're feeding the beast. The temporary band-aid of immediate comfort actually prevents the deep healing you need, reinforcing the very tendencies you're desperately trying to escape. Now, what's really interesting about this comparison is the stark, undeniable contrast. On one side, we have the things to make you feel better, the easy, comfortable choices that, as we just learned, actually deepen the depression over time. On the exact opposite side, we have the things you are scared of and unwilling to do. According to our source material, these avoided, terrifying, or simply exhausting actions are the exact things that help you get healthy. But because of the heavy weight of the depression, we just don't do them. We avoid the cure because it feels impossibly hard, and we choose the immediate comfort just because it's easy. Section 2. Stuck in the rut. The reality of the cycle. So what actually is the rut? Well, think of it as the state of being completely trapped in a self-reinforcing cycle when you feel depressed or even just believe that you have depression. I know it sounds a bit clinical, but it perfectly captures a deeply emotional, exhausting experience. It goes like this. You feel bad, so you seek easy comfort. That comfort strengthens the depressive tendencies, which makes you further avoid the hard things that would actually heal you. And because you avoid them, you feel worse, and the whole shebang starts all over again. You literally become physically and mentally trapped by your own avoidance mechanisms. But here is the turning point. Let's see how this builds, because the source plainly states, cut the cycle at some stage, and you will feel better for sure. I absolutely love the certainty in the source material here, for sure. It doesn't matter exactly where or how you make that first cut. What matters is that you break the self-reinforcing loop. The tension of being stuck in the rut is broken by a single, deliberate action to sever the cycle. So the big question is, how do we actually pull that off when our minds feel utterly depleted? Section 3. Breaking the cycle and regaining control through the body. And this brilliantly illustrates just how achievable recovery can be. The first steps are so incredibly fundamental. Step 1, move your body. Step 2, eat whole foods. Step 3, take vitamins. And step 4, sleep well. Notice what isn't here. There is no complex psychological maneuvering, no mind games. The very first step out of the rut is entirely physical. It's all about giving your biological machine the basic inputs it needs to just function. When you're terrified and unwilling to face the massive mental hurdle of depression, you don't start by trying to fix the mind. You start with sleep. You start with whole foods. You start with moving around. So the crucial point is this. If you do these physical things, you may be able to get a grip over your mind. Mastering the physical body is the absolute prerequisite to regaining mental control. You simply cannot think your way out of a cycle that your physical body is helping to reinforce through poor sleep, a lack of movement, and bad nutrition. By mastering those 4 physical pillars, you finally create the biological foundation you need to face those scary, difficult things that will ultimately bring you back to lasting health. Which leaves us with this final thought. What cycle do you need to break today? What is the comforting habit you have that is actually strengthening your rut? And more importantly, which of those 4 physical steps, moving, eating well, taking vitamins, or sleeping, are you going to use right now to cut the cycle? The roadmap is right in front of you, and it starts entirely with your own body. Thanks so much for joining me on The Explainer to unpack this fascinating dynamic. I'll see you next time.